Well, hi, you guys. This is Sherry Sancholi, and you have found my espresso chat brought to you by Live Well Naturally. Today, we're going to talk about doTERRA's sunscreen. We have four different variations of it, and I'm so excited to share this with you because I think it's hard to find a good sunscreen that's good for us and also good for Mother Nature. So let's dive in, pun intended.
Go. All right, Kerplunk. Thanks for diving in. This is my espresso chat. I'm Sherry, and it's brought to you by Live Well Naturally. So, welcome. I'm so grateful for your time. I love connecting with like minded people. When I wanted to create this, I wanted it to be sustainable for both of us. I wanted it to feel like a little coffee break. And I thought about how much I love expressing my passion for plant based products and specifically doTERRA. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to name it espresso. So, see what I did there? Okay, let's dive in. So, this is a little glimpse into my life. I love spending time with my family and dear friends, being on, in, and around the water, and usually includes dogs, music, travel, adventures near and far. Now, I was already living like this before I found doTERRA back in 2018, and I was feeling pretty well and quite active. However, I'm curious by nature. I love natural things. I've never been like a huge over the counter medicine person. And I thought, I'm kind of curious about this. So I'm going to give it a go. So my husband and I started using their vitamins and slowly but surely swapping out toxic laden products such as their house cleaners and their toiletries and diffusing the oils, getting rid of candles and room fresheners, leaning into the oils in lots of different applications. And I felt even better. I had more vitality. I had less brain fog. I just felt more present in all of these moments. And I just love that. I want to get the most out of my time here. And so I wanted to share that with you because I feel like some of you might share this passion. So here I am letting you know what I know. So, why oils? What's the big fuss? Well, they're made from plants and they have zero side effects. When you think about sniffing a rose, especially knowing that the rose has no pesticides or any toxins around it, that's just lovely. Like, not only does it feel good emotionally, but they do have healing properties. So, I love it that it's just a no brainer. Like, it's always our first line of response is to try a natural alternative first. They're concentrated. You get 250 drops in this little bottle that's 15 milliliter. And then the smaller bottle that's 5 milliliter, you get 85 drops. So that's a lot. It goes a long ways if I'm putting just a couple drops in my water or 5 drops in a diffuser. You won't build up a tolerance to them. They're made up of hundreds of compounds. They're multifaceted. Unlike synthetic Western medicine, over the counter medicine, you're never going to build up a tolerance to them. So once you find something that works, you will be able to use that and lean into that for, your life. I love the sustainability of it. They're safe for children and your pets. We use the oils for our whole family, and I love that. And they're diverse. They can help a multitude of needs. And why doTERRA? Like, what's the big fuss about that? I see that there's a lot of other companies. I see even doTERRA online, like on Amazon. I personally recommend that you buy directly from a rep from doTERRA. And the reason why is because we have run, well, we've been around since 2008, skipping ahead there. The doTERRA means gifts of the earth. More importantly, we are CPTG certified, which means our oils are certified to be pure tested grade. We run our oils through 54 rounds of tests. 11 of them are with a third party. And then at the bottom of the bottle is a batch number, and we produce those results on source2you.com. It's really important to me to know that our oils don't have pesticides, they don't have contaminants, they weren't adulterated with other oils, a carrier oil, or like using geranium instead of rose because the price point is so much less. They did a study recently and tested 27 of our competitors' birch oil, and not one of them had even one drop of birch. They had wintergreen, which is very similar, but a lower price point for them. And like, I could just spend an hour on this slide alone, but let's keep going. Healing Hands is something that they created a year or two in. I think it was around 2009 or 10. It's a philanthropic organization, and they empower people to be healthy, safe, and self reliant. They build schools, health clinics, water treatment facilities. So, again, I'm very passionate about doTERRA. They stand, alone in our industry. Nobody does it like they do. All right, let's dive into our topic, sunscreen. I love having a good sunscreen. I'm a water baby, a beach baby from the 70s. Was not raised with this discipline. I'm trying to get better at it. And I don't like the feel of spraying or putting on sunscreen that I feel is chemical laden. So I love it because we've got you covered naturally. Left to right, we have our face mineral sunscreen, the daily moisturizer. Next to that is a body spray. Next to that is a face and body sunscreen stick. It's a really handy way to apply. And then next to that is a face and body mineral sunscreen lotion. So let's get involved and see what's in all of this. So the first one that we talked about, I kept my slides consistent left to right. What we're talking about is the mineral sunscreen daily moisturizer. You can use it every day. It's something they came up with after they launched the original line because they got feedback that people wanted to be able to use something that was a little bit lighter, they could wear with or without their makeup, and they could just have it be their go-to. It's an SPF of 28 and it's dermatologist tested. The next one in the middle is the mineral sunscreen spray. So it's that big bottle that sprays out. It's formulated with a non-nano zinc oxide. It's lightweight. I've used all of them except for the first one in full transparency. I haven't ordered the first one because it just came out. But the spray is really lovely. It sprays at all angles. So if you have little kidlets that you're like chasing around on the beach or around the pool trying to get the sunscreen on, it will spray upside down and right side up. It's an SPF 30 and a UVA and UVB broad spectrum protection. So it's going to cover you, and it's not full of chemicals. And then lastly, there's two for your face and body. The first is that little stick. I like it. It's kind of intense to be you know, again, just like saying it to you straight. Um, once I got into sunscreen, zinc oxide, that white thick stuff is what we use because, I live at the beach. I was raised on the beach. We go flake out on the sand all day long. And so I knew it was working, but then it was so intense, and it wasn't formulated in a natural way. And so I love this because I know it's better for me, and yet it definitely is thick. So if I really want to, I'm going to be at the pool all day or the beach, I can just put it on and I know I don't have to worry about it. I know that I've covered myself. It's SPF 40, again, UVA, UVB, broad spectrum protection. Lastly, on the very right, and I've tried all of these except for the first one, is the mineral sunscreen lotion. I like this too. I like it for my body because it's a little uh, lighter feel. So the stick I use for my face if I'm not worrying about like kind of looking ghosty because I know it really works. Not as thick as the original zinc that you're thinking of, but it does leave a little white cast. And then the lotion I use for my body because it's easier to spread on. Again, same thing, non-nano. This is a SP30 and the same with the UVA, UVB. So screenshot this if you want. The stick is water resistant for up to 80 minutes, which is great to know. If you want to go play in the surf or be in the pool, it's gonna last because it is a little thicker. A deeper dive, again, you're welcome to screenshot this if you want. I put a lot of information in here because I know some people really like to know the details. I'm going to kind of paraphrase it because you can screenshot it. Um, but just to, kind of review again, the first one is that face product that's just for your face. This thought of as more of a daily sunscreen that's going to be lighter, something I haven't purchased yet, but it's made for sensitive skin, shields your face from the damaging UVA and UVB rays. It does not have a white cast, and it makes your complexion look so hydrated and fresh that a lot of people just stop there and they don't put on a lot of makeup because it's so hydrating. They can just, add a little mascara and lips and go. Second one is about your body. That's the one that's the spray. It includes frankincense, helichrysum, carrot seed. Like, how wonderful that you get these oils in there. I love frankincense on my skin. Helichrysum too is a really great oil for your skin. And all the, if you want to nerd out on all the things that it doesn't have, the oxybenzone, paraben, and phthalate, I have such a hard time saying that word, free. It's vegan friendly, but I love that it's reef safe, cruelty free. It comes in an aluminum non aerosol bottle. Love that. And it's 360 application. You can just spray away. Okay, last, diving in a little deeper on the last two, the stick for your face, although you can use it on your body, and then the lotion that I tend to use on my body, but you can use it on your face. They're both plant-based, of course. They have ingredients like aloe vera, shea butter, cocoa butter, vitamin E, has again the oils from doTERRA that are CPTG, the frankincense, helichrysum, carrot seed, and so they're providing nourishment to your skin, and same thing about being reef safe, which is so important to me, and cruelty free. So headed in the right direction, trying to kind of summarize what is all this, how do I use it? I personally believe that the top one, the daily one, was that first one. You can use that sunscreen on your face every day. Going to the right, if you're wanting water play, grab that stick. It's going to last for up to 80 minutes. At the very bottom, grab your lotion if you want to have a easier application of some serious sunscreen. And then again, if you don't want to take the time to apply the lotion, or maybe you have, and now you just kind of want to spot treat throughout the day, the spray is really handy too. And next week, stay tuned because there is one more product from this line, and I chose to save it for next week when we're talking about post sun skincare. And they have a spray that's so lovely that people use it just all the time. It has the 360 effect, non-aerosol aluminum bottle, but it's so hydrating to your skin, and it's really a great way to apply hydration. All right, lastly, this is a new screen that I created. People say to me, I love the idea of doTERRA. I want to get that lifestyle going, but it's just overwhelming to think about buying a lot and at once, or throwing out my products. And, it does say ditch and switch. I might think about changing that, but you don't have to ditch it. You can let it run out. I have to think of a rhyme. And then just buy, when you go to run out, just replace it with doTERRA. So that way you're just organically, we saw the transition for us, that like we would go to Costco or a grocery store, and we'd buy less and less and less of the cleaning products, including laundry and dishes, personal care products, air fresheners. Please get rid of your candles, they're so toxic. And then again, the vitamin supplements. We have collagen. I just wrote up a whole thing on our MetaPower line that will be coming up in a couple weeks. So, Wellness Wednesdays, screenshot this too, please. We are wrapping up our session today. I have a timer going, 2 more minutes. Every Wednesday morning, I'm doing these espresso chats live. So if you're seeing me on YouTube, know that you can find me on Zoom. And here's the Zoom information and the times with all the different time zones where you can find me. In addition to that, every Wednesday, because this is all Wellness Wednesdays, I'm doing something different. So the first Wednesday, starting next month, we'll be doing a DIY workshop at my house. The second Wednesday, an online orientation for customers. The third Wednesday, aroma yoga at my house. I'm so excited about that. And the fourth Wednesday, an orientation for business builders. So that way there's always something going, keeping you engaged. And then let's keep in touch. Here's my phone number for texting. It doesn't take calls, but text me and we'll get going from there. My email, my YouTube is Live Well Naturally 123. If you're on here right now, please like it, please subscribe. It would make me so happy. And then livewellnaturally.us is my handle for my website, my Facebook, and my Insta. So I love connecting with all of you. Thank you so much for taking time out today. I'm winding down. I'm going to turn this off because it's just a few seconds. And yeah, have a beautiful day, a wonderful week. Next week, I'll have Pearl with me. So, uh, I'll definitely include her in my little Zoom chat next week. All right. Talk to you later. Bye, everybody.